Chef Liz Bramwell has launched top restaurants from Boston to Cape Cod, New York, and even Las Vegas. Her cooking show is recorded each week in a unique broadcast studio in front of a live audience. These small bites from the cooking show are a collection of highlights from each week's show that prove you can have a lot of fun in the kitchen, even if you don't cook.
Hey guys, I'm Liz Bramwell, host of The Cooking Show. Last week I made a beautiful pan-seared cod with a sweet potato ravioli, and I had a blast making it. The first thing I did was make a carrot puree for the bottom of the plate. I peeled and chopped a large horse carrot, boiled it till it was soft, and then buzzed it in the blender until it was smooth. Now I'm adding a couple tablespoons of maple syrup and a little salt and pepper. Let's put this aside until we're ready to plate. Then I made a wildflower honey vinaigrette to glaze my fish with. To make the honey vinaigrette, I reduced the honey, then added Dijon mustard and sherry vinegar to it. I took my blended oil and slowly whisked it into the mix, finishing with lemon juice, salt, and pepper. My favorite part of this dish is making the raviolis. I baked a couple of sweet potatoes until they were fork tender and pressed them through my ricer. Then I added maple syrup, brown sugar, Parmesan cheese, ricotta, and a little sage. Let's cut up some of our sage. Oh, this one's past its prime. Poor little guy. I feel so bad. All right, I'm just gonna put him down. He'll be all right. All of his brothers and sisters made it. Everybody else made it. In goes the sage. I know people are always devastated at the amount of salt that's in their food. That's why you go out to eat. Why does it taste so much better when other people make it?
Salt and butter.
Salt, heavy cream, and butter. Heavy cream makes the world a much rounder place. It's always a ton of fun making pasta during my show. Got a heaping tablespoon on each one. Keep in mind that the size you decide to make your ravioli should reflect the amount of filling you put in it. I had one guy 2 shows ago ask me if he could make one gigantic ravioli. What if I made one huge one? I was like, I want to see a picture of that. When I do them at home, I usually just cut them with a knife. You could spend like between $4 and $8 on a pasta wheel. You could spend between $4 and $16 on a cutter like this, depending on where you buy it. Like you can find, if anyone in here spends enough time at Home Goods, you'll find one for $4. If you have the attention span of a gnat, you'll go right to Sur La Table and buy it there for $16. Last thing I did was make a simple glacé by reducing chicken stock and a little butter to give my raviolis a little sheen. Now I have this beautiful 8-ounce Icelandic cod fillet. I'm seasoning it liberally with salt and pepper and putting it into a smoking hot sauté pan. The key to cooking your fish is to put it in a pan on high heat. When the cod releases, flip it and finish by basting with butter. Lots and lots of butter. The last thing I did was sauté my ravioli with glacé and blanched broccolini. Now it's time to plate up. I brushed the carrot puree on the center of the plate, shingled my raviolis, and created a bed with my broccolini. I placed my beautiful cod in the center and drizzled it with a generous portion of honey vinaigrette. Finally, I finished with shaved carrots and microgreens. So that's my pan-roasted cod. For tickets to my show and all of these recipes, go to thecookingshow.tv. Thanks for joining me here. I'm your host, Liz Bramwell.